Well, hello and good morning. We are back on the drawing scene, and I am dressed all in fancy red today because I'm feeling like fire. So we're going to draw something. We're going to just get into some kind of scribbly excitement. So if you fancy drawing, if you fancy scribbling along with me, this is the perfect place for you to be. Let's draw. Well, welcome back. We have just drawn a gorgeous lion. Can't really tip him up too much, but he looks something like that with a big red haircut. So we are going to get on and we're going to draw something else. We're going to draw something new and something exciting. And I will find a pen. Okay, that'll do. I guess we just start. I'm not really quite. There's been quite a few requests, but I can't really remember. Usually I write them down and then I kind of go, "Oh, Jeremy wanted a goldfish or something," you know. But I do encourage you to kind of take this space of time to kind of draw along, to take it as a time when you can just sit and listen to me and draw along with me. So you kind of got a drawing partner, as you know, you and me drawing away. It sounds good. It sounds fun. Right. So what was any of the requests? I can't remember. Let's just start off with a shape and see where it takes me. And sometimes, you know, with this kind of sketching mood that I kind of get into, I do find that as I draw more and more and more, as soon as I start to draw something, my second brain just starts to say, draw a, and at the moment he's saying rat. I don't know why from that particular line. If you can see it, there's not much there. So why my second brain is shouting rats? But hey, well, yeah, I guess we could draw a rat or rats. Could I get a couple of rats in there? I guess so. But you can draw whatever you like. You can draw along and you can draw some rats if you want. Or you can draw whatever you're in the mood to draw. Now I have picked up a very particular bad habit, which I've just noticed again I'm doing. I'm putting my ink on my left hand side. Now my left hand is not really used, so when I'm talking, sometimes my hand will gesture like this, and then quite often it will knock something precariously dangerous like a tub of ink with a paintbrush in it, and it will knock it flying all over the place. And that you should really keep your inks on your right hand side so that it is on a much more kind of careful and controlled hand. Left hands are particularly, well, I mean, unless you're left-handed, I find them particularly clumsy. If I'm going to knock something over and make a terrible mess, not like a drawing beautiful mess, but it will be my left hand for some reason. So I have to get back into the habit of leaving my ink on the right hand side. Now that's just one of my kind of things. You might be a very different person with very different habits, but generally that's how I work. And it's only since I've had my eye surgery that I've been breaking my habits and getting into rather ridiculous habits. Bringing in new habits, you know. As you do with anything once you starting to break away from, you know, when you break away from a habit. Okay, so I could draw the whole body there, or I could try and get in and draw some more rats. And I think I will do that. I'll start off. Also, when you are drawing, try to vary your drawing habits. Try not to always draw from a particular place. Don't always draw from the eyes, or maybe you could start with the whole shape of the body. In this case, I want to have a rather chunky kind of rat. So I've drawn I'm working on the shape of the rat. And again, it's a nice habit to kind of have of varying your. See, I'm using that dot and that dot. My brain is already saying that looks like the eyes. Can you see that? It's very difficult to see, but maybe if I lift this paper up very, very carefully, you will be. Now, can you see the two dots? The two dots there and there. They're kind of indicating that that's where the eyes should be. Now, I am a very, very big lover of things like that. I kind of connected to some kind of visual suggestions, and that's where this this has led me. It's led me to kind of believe in what the drawings are giving me. And in a lot of cases, it works out to vary. It works out to help vary my drawings by the simple fact that they are giving me indications. So I'm just drawing a collection of rats, and I'm trying very much to kind of vary their shape and style. And it's another lovely habit to have in your sketchbook, is that if you do want to draw a horse or a rat or whatever, I would highly suggest you drawing not one rat, but 21. Just sit and just draw rats. And you will start to find that the more you draw it, the more you love it, the more you enjoy it, the more you want to draw it, the more you want to kind of get that feeling of the rat. And you will start to find that you're beginning to have a way of varying your line, varying your style, varying your shape. And inevitably, you will be varying your drawing, varying your character design. In this case, I've done the ear on either side, and then I've done two ears on one side in this drawing, and that just adds a lovely variation to it. And it's something that I really, really do enjoy by my drawings. I love to vary as much as I can. And that kind of gets you into good habits. The good habits being that next time you want to draw a horse or a rat or a whatever, you will think, well, last time I drew a rat, he was very skinny. I'm going to draw a fat one today. You know, and you start to build these beautiful habits with yourself. Now, I do like the idea of adding in a lazy rat. We can't have all male rats. There must be some lady rats out there too. Of course. Women make the world go around. Isn't that what they say? I'm going to make her a little bit more tough looking. She's kind of like the boss of all of these guys. Now, as you probably know, I have been putting stuff up on eBay, and I'm beginning to put stuff back onto the shop. So do jump on over and support me. The more that you buy, the more that I can buy ink and paper to continue. As I've been doing this week, I've just ordered about 80 drawing pads. Who orders 80 drawing pads? You know? And the drawing pads really help because a lot of these kind of lessons and demonstrations that we do here are all on a certain style of paper. Cartridge paper. And in this case, they are 170, which I'm not really... I don't really like the thinner paper. I do like a good 200 or 220 paper. But then it's getting so expensive to buy very, very thick, chunky paper for the simple reason that you have to buy them in small batches of 50 sheets or 100 sheets. You know, 100 sheets for me is a week. You know, what can I do? Whereas I've just bought 2,000 sheets of 170 because you can buy them in like art pads. You can buy them in, some people sell them in little packets of like 200 sheets. I still have another 300 A2 pieces down there, which I will be working into, but they're more kind of proper illustrations to sell. They're good quality paper, you know. And there's my lady rat. You see how the shapes and that vary. It's beautiful. And there's a sneaky man at the top there. So that is the demonstration of rats for today. or even the demonstration of varying your style, varying your drawings, varying your designs. And it's a lovely way to kind of get into it. And Mr. Miro, my fluffy little gorgeous dog, is asleep at the moment. It's raining extremely heavy outside and he is not impressed, so he decided to just sleep. And I don't blame him, you know. I don't blame him at all. It has been a very rainy, wet season. And even to go for a walk in the park, you have to kind of catch that minute. Catch the moments when it's not raining, which I have been. And yesterday I was talking about doing possibly a live. I haven't had any feedback yet, but I would love to know what you guys think about it. Is it a good thing to do or not a good thing to do? And obviously the whole point of doing the live is to really kind of widen the channel. The channel needs to get more support. The channel needs to get some more followers. Wow, that rain's getting heavier. And I don't quite know how to widen the channel's view. I don't want to get to where other channels are kind of, you know, setting my hat on fire while I draw, or wearing a bikini or something, you know. I don't want to get to that. I don't want to get to that silly stage where you're kind of selling your soul just for a couple of views. That's quite ridiculous, to be honest. But I do like my channel as being a kind of fly on the wall type of thing, or just me and you, you know, me and you sitting and drawing, me and you sitting and talking. And maybe that's where a live type of thing would help. Maybe that would be, you could ask questions, but you know, you can always ask questions on the comments, as many of you do, and I do appreciate every single person that sends me a comment. I do love it. So that is today's rats. 1, 2, 3, 4 rats. And quite nice too, I think. Quite a nice bunch of rats. Let's draw his other arm in there. But I would love for you to write and tell me what you think about today's drawing of rats. 4 lovely rats. Still putting it on the wrong side. Did you see that? Tut, 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 Kieran. Right, so there you are, some 4 gorgeous rats for today's drawing. And I hope you will subscribe, and I hope you will come back. And I hope you'll tell your friends, hey, if you like crazy drawing people, you should go and see this guy. It's great fun. You can go and buy some drawings on eBay. You can buy some in the shop. Mostly are prints and such in the shop. And you can also send me a donation to the channel if you so wish. You can see it at the top of the page next to my intro part. So, I wish you a beautiful day, and I hope you will come back for some more drawing very, very soon. Have a fantastic day. Stay out of the rain. Bye-bye.